Welcome to the OFO podcast. Now with 100% less RAM. Yes, he is not here again. I would like to give a long, drawn-out, funny excuse why he's not here. Unfortunately, it's not really funny. It's his son's birthday, so he's at his party right now. I hope he does get my stripper clowns. Those are fun. Kids should learn how to do that at a small age. Hey, so James, how are you doing this week?
Well, I'm doing good. Better than Marines and aliens.
Oh, yeah, well, you're alive, so there you go.
Exactly. See, that's you got the point. You got the point.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear about the Saudi prince that recently requested that naked statues be covered up while he was visiting Rome?
I did not.
Yeah, apparently his 9-year-old wife found them offensive.
How much of that is a joke and how much of it is real?
It's a joke.
Okay.
But
I was going to say, it sounds like something that might actually happen.
It could be. I don't know. I'll do some research. Maybe it's actually true.
That's a funny joke, though.
Yeah, I love that story. I'm an equal opportunity offender here. It doesn't matter if you're Christian, Jew, Muslim, or whatnot. You will get me fun of. That's the way the world works. Well, it should anyways. So before we get into too much, we're going to do the question of the week. And before I go into that, well, once again, we are sponsored by dear old James here in his book. It's still coming. It's still going. It's The Waking Wild, Into the Unknown, Book 1. And I understand that your second book's almost finished.
Yes. The rough draft is done, so I send it in for editing, and once that's done, then it'll be out. So probably a month.
Okay, not a problem. I still won't read it until it's in an audio form, but
Hey,
you keep cranking it out.
I'll make that audiobook.
You make that audiobook.
They don't pay me enough here, so.
A couple of things I want to go over real fast before we get to the question of the week, and this I thought was funny as shit. Let's see here if I can get it to play. Basically, it's a midget relay race between midgets and a camel.
Seriously?
Yes, look, see, there's a camel. This is not AI. And then there he goes. He's trying to hand the baton off to the other midget. And then look at that little bastard go. The weird shit you see from other countries. Another quick thing. This guy was being a dick on the subway. And he's basically holding the door open, like making sure he can't close. And, eventually someone got pissed off and bite.
I like that. I do. I mean, it might technically qualify as assault. I don't know. But it was justifiable, in my opinion. The guy was, he was.
And then he takes his shoe off. And who the fuck wears bright orange fucking shoes?
Right.
And throws the damn thing. What a fucking moron.
Yep. It's also another good reason why you should have cops and security on those things.
Well, mentioning of cops, this was at a Killeen Mall here in Texas. Well, the cops were trying to get this bastard. And, he's like, well, I'm screwed, so might as well go into the mall.
What the hell? What do you think? It was a movie or something?
Maybe he watched Blues Brothers before this. Right? I don't know.
Drive through the mall and figure he could just exit out another way.
There's state trooper. You don't screw with them. That's bad enough that the police are after you, but a state trooper. And he's still driving. The trooper must have been a horrible freaking shot. It sounded like he unloaded his entire clip and then some. But eventually the guy was stopped. Okay, maybe he's got an extended clip. I don't know. Oh, okay. He had his partner there. Well, that one looks like an actual cop because I saw blue on him. And one to grow on? I don't know. Okay, so don't run from the cops. I'm just saying.
That was absolutely insane. Why would anybody do that?
Well, that happened down here, actually. In Weslaco, the Walmart that was there. This is one of the reasons all the Walmarts down here started putting cement pillars up in front of the doors because he drove his car right through the damn place trying to avoid police.
Yeah, I
And
used to wonder about that a long time ago because they're not the only places that have done that. I've seen those in a lot of places around the country. Why would you put cement pillars? I never really thought about that until at one point I was like thinking, yeah, you could just drive in. You
I've been tempted to do that, but I've never owned a
could,
Fiat, so I couldn't do it. It was like my car's always been too big.
yeah.
But if I owned a Fiat, I would drive. I would
Yeah.
but I wouldn't go breaking through stuff.
Right.
Like I just drive for the door and just do my shopping. It's small enough I can get through the aisles.
Mostly I was mostly thinking like accidents. Somebody's stupid drunk and they just run right in.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about somebody doing it on purpose, but yeah, that's crazy.
Stupidity, sir. Welcome to the world. On this one, I figured you would love.
Hey, honey, I'm gonna need you to count to 1 million for me.
Oh, wow. Counting to 1 million would definitely take a bit of time. I appreciate the humor, though. Let's just say...
It's talking to AI.
But I might not put you through that endless way.
Well, I don't mind. You can put me through it. I got nothing but time.
I'll spare you the marathon, but I'm always here for the fun requests.
And if I switch this to a male voice, would it be yapping as much as you, or would it just count?
Well, if you switched over to a male voice, it would still have the same me behind it, so you'd get pretty much the same level
Let's
of
see about
pettiness.
that. Let's see about that.
Just the voice.
Let's see about that.
Hello.
I doubt it.
Hey, I'm ready to hit the. Hi there. I just want to.
Hi there. Nice to meet you.
Hi there. I just want to share.
Hey, I need you to count to 1 million for me.
Absolutely, I can do that. Here we go.
Okay, that was amazing.
Even with AI, you want something done, you call man.
Yep.
Oh my God. This guy fucking is amazing.
Tired of hearing about privilege? Privilege isn't being white. Privilege is living in government housing and calling people oppressors while they pay your bills. Get it? I'm done pretending that any of this bull makes sense. You want to talk about privilege? You want to talk about real privilege? Real privilege is wearing $200 sneakers when you haven't worked a day in your life. Privilege is walking around with $300 Beats headphones while you're living on food stamps, while you're on public assistance, and it's paid for by people who wake up and grind every day. Privilege is having the latest smartphone with unlimited data and having zero idea where the bill goes because somebody else is always picking up the tab. Privilege is being able to protest every little thing that offends you without worrying about calling in sick to work because you don't have a job. Privilege is being able to cheat, lie, fail over and over again in life and still get bailed out while people who play by the rules get punished. That's privilege. This isn't about race. This isn't about class. This is about accountability. We've got a culture that rewards victimhood and demonizes work ethic and responsibility. Meanwhile, the people holding everything together for the rest of society, they get taxed into the ground. Their businesses get choked by regulation. And they get personally vilified for speaking up and saying that this is full. You want to talk about privilege? Then start with the people who've never paid the price, but who also scream the loudest. Because they've never had to build anything. They've never had to defend anything. They've never had to carry any real weight. And the reason they get away with it, it's because we don't live in a society of strong men anymore. No.
Yep,
That's
I
been
100% agree with that.
on purpose over the last 50 years. Because a society of strong men would never put up with any of this bull. And that's exactly why they came after us first.
Pretty powerful. Thank you, Dallas J. Wicker, for...
Yeah, I mean, Dallas fucking just nailed it right off the head.
Amen, brother. Preach it.
I mean, that is fucking true. I mean, that fucking shit was just ridiculous.
Yep. But, his point about being a strong man, that's a big part of it. But it is deliberate. By putting people or making them relying on government like that, you end up with an entire block of citizens that will always vote for that. Yeah. Which is why, it may not be popular in some circles, but that's why there was a time when only landowners could vote. It was because you had a stake. Yeah. You weren't going to vote for free stuff because you were the one paying for everything. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, for the most part, the dude nailed it on the head. The only thing I think that he missed out was I also think about the nuclear family. Yeah. I think that's also downgradation. I mean, especially when you're being raised by a single mom. I mean, your chances of becoming an actual real man are very slim, especially with a lot of these ideas of women these days. Like, no, don't do this. No, that's bad. Of course, you can have babies if you're a guy. Yep. So that's part of the point of making those programs was to replace the father. Yeah. It makes them deliberate or dependent on government. So, and then they kick the father out of the house. They don't need them.
No. Well,
You know?
and we're slowly learning, oops, maybe that was a bad thing.
Yeah, it screws people up.
I think most of these people, well, except for that trans shooter that shoot up that school, we actually found out that the father was trans or something like that. And he's the one that screwed up the kid more than the mom. So for the mom, I still think she did enough to save him, but
yeah, she went along with it and encouraged it to some point.
To some degree,
but that's a societal sickness that's going on.
Yeah.
I think it's all related, but that's me.
Yeah, I agree. I believe it's all related. And now for more stupidness than today.
Woo-hoo. I love stupid stuff.
This man received $50 million after a hot drink spilled on his lap at a Starbucks drive-thru.
$50 million?
$50 million. 50.
He shouldn't have got $50.
I mean,
he dropped it himself.
Yeah. Look at that.
She didn't do it.
I
mean, one thing, $50 million would be too much if she even threw it at him. But
maybe like $1 million. I'd give him $1 million for assault, but he did it to himself, and I guarantee he did it on purpose.
That's why they have little tags on there that say "caution hot."
Yeah.
He didn't ask for iced coffee.
No shit.
Right?
You want coffee, but you don't want it hot. They have frappuccinos you could fucking order.
Seriously.
And now the twigs and berries are burnt.
You know how many times in my life I have spilled a little bit of coffee on myself?
Oh yeah, I've done the same.
I have never sued. I would never sue for that because if it was my fault, it's my fault. It'd be one thing if the server thought I was ugly and threw it in my face and it burned me. Okay,
that's only happened like twice.
I'd also probably want them arrested for assault.
Yeah,
But yeah, no. If it's your fault, it's your fault. Stop blaming it on other people.
Hey, it's just the way society is. We reward people for stupidity.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. Missouri court says it's okay to call gay employees cocksucker and ask if he has AIDS. I am all for this. Missouri is awesome.
I don't know if that's just a meme or not, but
it's not a meme. It's actually true. It's actually true, but I think it's done by Vice News. They are very left-wing, leaning on a lot of this shit. So I'm guessing they posted it like, "Oh, isn't this horrible? What happened?" And I'm just like celebrating it. I'm like, "Fuck yeah!"
I mean, if you're gay, I've never known a gay guy that didn't suck cock.
So. There you go. I mean, all right. This one I saw. Someone compiled this, and I just thought it was funny. Yes, I'm a vegan. Yes, I eat meat. We exist. What?
No.
What? No. I'm an atheist. Yes, I believe in God. Yes, we exist. No. Yeah, I'm a virgin. Yes, I have sex. We exist. What? And these are just people trolling her. Yes, no, I'm yes. Yeah, we know yes.
I mean, was she joking? Because that is so dumb.
Look at her. I mean, she's white, blonde hair. I mean, I'm going to guess Karen.
Does she know what a vegan means?
I'm guessing not. Yeah. All right, moving on.
Maybe that just means somebody that every once in a while eats vegetables.
Maybe. And this is a joke.
Gay, or is she bi, or is she straight, or what?
Hey, what are you talking about?
Well, I don't know. I've seen her with girls and I've seen her with guys, so I don't know.
She just broke up with her girlfriend. That should give you your answer.
Yeah, she's still kind of sad about that, huh?
Well, yeah, she's devastated. Why?
Well, because the FDA just approved new medication for lesbians with depression.
Don't. Just don't.
It's called Tricoxagen.
I figured you'd get a kick out of that.
I like that. That was good.
Tricoxagen. I mean, I should have put money in the stock on that because, damn, that's just fucking wonderful. Okay, so that was our Twitter roundup for the week. Which I think I'm just going to make part of a permanent show on it because, I mean, I find some weird shit on there, and I think it's funny.
That's good. That's good.
All right, well, before we get to the question of the week, we're going to go on to our sponsor. And since last week, everyone loved my movies so much, I actually have a new product. It's called the Enlarge and Trim. It's probably the best dildo and pube trimmer on the market. Warning, you need to make sure you don't move a lot. Because, well, you'll see what happens for the commercial. Go ahead and roll the trailer.
Are you in the market for a Swedish-made penis pump? Not sure what kind of pump would fit you best? Well, look no further than the Enlarge and Trim by David Co. That's right, David Co. has done it again with another wonderful product that will change your life. The Enlarge and Trim isn't only a Swedish-made penis pump, but it's also a bush trimmer, a smoothie maker, door stop, and you can even use it as a cup for all your wonderful beverages. It's the Swiss Army knife of penis pumps. But don't take our word for it, just listen to one of our satisfied customers.
I was getting sick and tired of my old penis pump. I used it so much I think I cracked the housing. That's when I saw an ad on BustyAsianSluts.com about the Enlarge and Trim. I was amazed how well it fit around my shaft, and best of all, it trimmed my pubes better than I ever could, with very little bleeding. Thank you, David Co.
The Enlarge and Trim is the last Swedish-made penis pump you'll ever buy. So act now. Call within the next 15 minutes and we'll also send you a month's supply of Band-Aids as a thank you gift, as well as our award-winning Blood Mary recipe. Act now, don't hesitate, pick up your phone and dial 1-900-NEW-PUMP. That's 1-900-NEW-PUMP. Our customer service staff is waiting to hear from you. When you think penis pump, think David Co.
Okay, that was an awful lot of blood. I'm surprised I haven't gotten more calls. But it's a great product, and go out and buy it now. Enough of the question of the week.
I am not endorsing that. I don't want to get sued.
Well, I don't know. I could sue them. The person who dropped coffee on himself won $50 million. I could sue for some reason, even though I'm the maker of the product. Anyways. Well, question of the week. Would you rather have sex with someone dressed as a Pokemon or doing an impression of Dr. Phil?
But she can be anybody I want her to be. So she's hot. So I don't care.
But she's in a full body suit.
She's doing it. So she has to not only do an impression of Dr. Phil, but she has to look like Dr. Phil.
No. The Pokemon. I was talking about the Pokemon. She's in a full Pokemon suit.
But the other one is just acting like it. I'll take the Dr. Phil one because she can act as Dr. Phil as she wants, but then I get to see her, touch her.
True. I don't know. It's a hard one. It's a toss-up for me because, it's a little disturbing. Like, listen to someone like I'm banging and talking like Dr. Phil. I got a feeling that would screw me up more than fucking Pikachu.
Yeah, she might not be able to talk all that well.
You got it right. We can introduce a ball gag.
Yep. I don't mind the costume thing. That's fine. But, I like to see them. I'm a very visual guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, come on, you're banging Pikachu. Anyways, so we're going to move on to our movie of the week. And this one is going to be for the beginning of Sci-Fi September. So, new month, new movies. It can't get any worse than fucking Anime August. So go ahead and hit the intro.
Sci-Fi September, let the magic ignite. Between reality and dreams, we take flight. With every movie, a new path we pave. Join the OFO as we delve and rave.
Okay, so interesting little people everywhere. Yay. This week's first movie we're going to be watching is Aliens, which we've talked about before on this show. It's your favorite movie. I love this movie. I loved it so much. I had to watch it twice because when Ram told me it wasn't coming, I had to watch it last night so I could do the top 10 list, which reminds me to get that ready.
Right.
What did you think of the movie? Obviously, I already know what you think, but what do you think?
Yes. As always, love the movie. I've loved it since I came out. I saw it in the theaters when I wasn't supposed to because back then, rated R meant you had to come with a parent, but I didn't. They still let me in anyway. I was lucky. I was just a teen back then, just a young guy. Loved the movie then. It was great. I tell you, man. It was like, how can I really put it? Back then in the 80s, not only did they nail the horror vibe to a point, there's an excellent amount of action, but not too much, so it doesn't take over the entire movie, right? There's good character development.
Yeah.
Sure, the Marines were a little cliche, but
that's what
that
we
was
love.
The point. That was what made them believable. Actually, they talked just like Marines.
You were in the Army. I'm sure there's people in there that was very stereotypically in the Army.
Exactly. There a lot of that, and when you're getting ready for an op or training or anything like that, there's a lot of that extra bravado. You're like, let's go, and all that kind of stuff. So, I loved it. It's just like it's great. And Sigourney Weaver,
Weaver,
yeah. She did an excellent job in that
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
I mean, it was actually of all the movies I've seen her in, that's my favorite. Also liked her in the original Alien. I don't know if we're ever going to watch that one, but that was good too. So yeah, and of course the little kid, everybody, you watch the little.
She wasn't annoying, and that's what I don't like about kids in movies, because a lot of times they're just fucking annoying. They just throw them in there to be annoying, and at least this one seemed smart, acted like an actual child, but at the same time been through some shit and knew how to get around.
Right, like she was traumatized, but she wasn't a blubber on the floor.
Yeah,
all the time. She acted, she moved, she did things, but then they didn't make her the hero either. Which of course you don't want to make the kid the hero. So
God no.
And then of course, you have the protective instincts of Sigourney Weaver, Ripley. There's not a lot in this show that I can bash on seriously.
Oh, I can. And we'll get to that when I do the Rams top 10.
If I want to be nitpicky, yeah, sure, I can nitpick on some things. But I loved it from the time it first came out. I will always love it. I pretend that the ones that came after didn't, especially 3 and 4 and those. Yeah,
3 was still good. I like 3. I mean, it was depressing as fuck. I wanted to take a fucking shotgun to my head after watching it because it was so depressing, but it was still a decent movie. There was no resurrection.
Exactly. As long as I pretend that doesn't exist, then I can still root for Ripley and Aliens. But if you know what happens in 3, then you're like, what's the point?
Yeah, that's true.
They're all this big battle and this fighting, this awesome ending. And it's just over.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean,
I didn't even talk about the movie because, I mean, honestly, everyone and their mother should be watching this. But the movie is from 1986. It's decades after surviving the Nostromo incident. Ellen Ripley is sent out to reestablish contact with a terraforming colony, but finds herself battling the alien queen and her offspring. As far as nudity, 0. There's no nudity in this fucking flick at all. But unlike most movies, you didn't need it.
You didn't need it.
Although it would have been better if they came out of the cryopods buck naked, but that's just my opinion.
I agree with that.
And it did help that she's wearing those little baby doll little panties. I love those. I dated someone that would wear those and that was such a turn on.
Yeah, they are.
And then she gained weight, and I was like, no, put on bigger ones. It's like you're cutting your poor circulation off. Anyways. So rating for nudity, I'm going to give it a 0. Far as my movie rating goes on this, it's a 5 out of 5. It's such a good movie. I watched it twice this week and I didn't get bored with it.
Yeah. 5 out of 5. I didn't give it the rating.
Good job, sir. Good job.
Yes.
So I guess that's going to lead us. I mean, there's not really much to talk about this. Everyone watched Aliens and seen Aliens. We might talk about our movie review, our TV review, later on, because it's kind of tied to this. So we'll talk about that when it talks about it. But I guess for right now, we're going to go on to Rams top 10, even though he's not here. I'm really sick of filling in for him. He needs to stop this already. I want to handcuff him to the desk. Penile enlarged syndrome, going to San Francisco. This weekend's the only time I was all right with it because it was his son's birthday. But Jesus Christ. All right, so go ahead and hit his intro, and then I'll do his shit.
Rams got voices running through his head. Rams Ron is about to penetrate your mind. Here's Rams top 10 out of context thoughts.
Okay. Now, this one, there's a 10, but I made a bonus one at the end. So it's technically 11. So here we go. Number 10. Only 7 minutes in, we get a dream sequence fake out. Did anyone actually fall for this? Number 9. I love those baby doll panties. Told you they were coming back. Number 8. Why the fuck don't we have a robot loaders anymore? Why don't we have them? I'm not going to go in there. Fuck off. Number 7. 6. He crawled through a river of shit and came out clean on the other side. If you know what I'm talking about, that scene, you know what I'm talking about. Number 5, I have a hard-on for those sentry guns. Number 4, Hudson is an ultimate badass. Number 3, why does that remind me of dried semen? Number 2, when the fuck did they learn to use elevators? And number 1 of the greatest lines in all of action movies. And your bonus, the face hugger, the rapist of space. And those are Rams top 10.
Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Real quick, we're going to be going into the douchebag of the week. And this one's kind of long overdue, but a lot of people couldn't talk about her because, she was underage. Believe it or not, people got banned for talking about this stupid bitch when she was like 17. It was like, oh, she's a minor. You can't say that. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Kids are fucking horrible. I'll cuss out a 10-year-old.
She's the one putting herself out there in public.
Anyways, hit the intro and we'll get started on the douchebag of the week.
This is the douchebag. I said douchebag of the week.
Okay, so the douchebag of the week is Greta Thunberg, and like I said, this one's been a long time coming. This stupid fucking bitch. What? Oh, I was going to show you that, but I'll show it to you later. What? Okay, yeah. So, this is this stupid bitch, the climate book, Greta Thunberg. Basically, my opinion of this woman is she's been a puppet by her parents to stop this fake climate change narrative since like I don't know, the day she was born probably. But now she seems like, oh, I'm going to move on and do something else because no one's listening to me about climate change anymore. So now I'm going to go on, I'm going to save Gaza. First time she went over there, she got arrested. And that's a good thing because honestly, if she would have gotten on land and everything, they would have probably killed her. I don't condole murder or anything like that, but I would understand the Gazans. I'm just saying, I'm okay with it. She just tried it again. She went 20 miles off from Spain to go back to Gaza, and then they just turned around and went back home. Jesus Christ. Also, not only that, she's another hypocrite. I mean, everything she's complaining about, she's doing. So you can't really like that kind of person, to be honest. I don't like hypocrites. But plain and simple, she's an attention seeker. She's trying to get fame and fortune for basically following the trends. I guarantee if they announce that, I don't know, farting is destroying the ozone later, she'd be out there trying to promote some kind of anal muffler. Right. So, I mean, what's your take on this stupid bitch?
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to keep it simple, but not only has she been wrong since the beginning and the whole, you stole my future or whatever the heck she was said, right? Nonsense. Nobody stole anything other than herself. But, she's following how can I put it? People that she's getting this information from have been wrong from the beginning. She's wrong about, climate change, which is meaningless. It doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't.
And to Gaza, people, like you said, would kill her.
Oh, yeah.
Or enslave her or whatever.
Assault her, definitely.
Assault her, without remorse.
No.
She has no idea what she's talking about.
No, she doesn't.
She's one of those people that will cheer on the destruction of her own nation.
Yeah. Because
it makes her feel better.
I mean, and no one listens to her. I mean, did you see that press conference? I tried to look for it. I couldn't find it online. But there was a press conference, and she was standing there waiting to meet Mr. Trump. Trump just kind of looked at her and just walked right past her, like, fuck this bitch. So, I mean, no one takes her seriously except for the other people that are, brainwashed and trying to push their own bullshit.
Yeah, she's not intelligent.
No.
So they just used her in the beginning, and then somehow they keep putting her in front of cameras, or maybe she's seeking it out now. I'm not sure which.
I don't know. It was there was a gap where for a while where no one heard from her or anything like that, because I guess they just realized, oh yeah, it's been the last 50-something years, the temperature of the planet has grown up 1.7% or something like that. I know it was minuscule.
That's what they claim. I
call it seasons.
Yeah, it is. It's literally climate is a bigger word, right? Climate as opposed to weather, which is short term, climate is long term. But climate has never been stable on Earth.
No.
You can look it up and you can find that since the Dust Bowl, we all learned about this in school, there's warming cycles, right? You have 7 and 12 and 15, 300-year cycles, all these things, right? But each cycle you have warming cycles and cooling cycles. The peak of each warming cycle since the Dust Bowl has been slightly cooler than the last. Technically, we're on a long-term cooling trend, not a warming trend.
I know, I was telling you the other day, this has probably been the mildest summer we've had in a while down here. I mean, If that's the case, I'm gonna go outside and start just spraying aerosol cans everywhere. Fucking keep it coming this way.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And if you look at human civilization, warming periods, like say, you remember like when Greenland used to actually be green?
Yeah.
What was it, 1700? I don't know, long time ago. 1700 years ago or whatever it was, 700 years ago. I don't know. Somebody out there probably knows more than me on that. I remember learning about it in school because it was warmer. The Earth was warmer.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that long ago. I mean, so, at least not in the grand scheme of things, Europeans colonized the place during that period because they found it green.
I always thought that was funny. Greenland is ice, and then Iceland is green.
It's all Iceland. It's all nice now. So, it's just ridiculous. They don't know what the heck they're talking about.
No.
Warming cycles have always benefited human civilization. Cooling cycles harm us because of, agriculture.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only reason. But it sucks because I actually prefer fucking the cold weather.
I know, right?
I always do. I mean, I like snow and ice and all other happy horse shit.
I got no issue with that.
I fucking hate the heat, but
oh yeah,
you need it to grow shit. So, but my firm belief is, we just make big greenhouses. We're done. We're good.
Right.
Let's make fun of this bitch some more. She got a nice little bob haircut recently.
She looks like a 12-year-old boy from the. You ever see one of those Middle Ages movies? I can't. They would have that little bob cut. That's what they would do with the boys. They'd all have that little bob cut.
Well, they've already started nicknaming her Lord Farquaad from the Shrek movies.
There we go. Yes.
So I've been seeing that online a lot. I've also been seeing. You ever seen that Starburst commercial where the dude comes out and he's dressed with a little bob and he's wearing like royalistic robes and stuff, and it's like, what are you eating? And he's like, strawberries and cream, a Starburst, and he's like, strawberry cream. Just looks just like him. Well, he does. Couple of things. This is her sister. Damn. I'm not saying she's attractive, but damn flexible. Of course, she's doing the whole rainbow thing, which is very disturbing, and I don't like that. Nice ass. So yeah, that's her sister. So, and this is the family. This is her parents, and these are her and her sister. And yeah, I mean, you have to wonder how fucked up their family life for that to turn into that. I mean, everyone hates this bitch. Yeah. I mean, they do. I mean, she's annoying. I mean, it would be different if she would believe this shit and then you'd have a scientist come out and it's like, here's some data. You're completely incorrect. And hit all the bullet points. And she's like, oh shit, I've been lied to my whole life and stuff like that. Nope, this bitch just double down.
No matter the data, it's.
I don't know. That's something I hear. Okay, so yeah, that's Greta Thunberg.
I love it.
She's fucking annoying. Do we have anything else to say about this bitch?
Go away.
Yeah, please. Mm-hmm. All right, well, I guess that's it for that segment. So I guess that leaves us to Mr. James's takeaways. So hit the intro.
James takeaways. Hear his voice resound in the heart of a moment. Wisdom's found. Every thought's a treasure. Every laugh's a win. With confidence, we'll let the journey begin.
All right, James, take it away.
I got an easy one. My favorite quote from Aliens.
Ooh.
I say we take off and nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Corporal Hicks.
Yep. I love that. I love that. Did you ever play, because you're a sort of gamer, did you ever play the Aliens Colonial Marines video game?
I did.
Did you ever finish it?
I never finished it.
Okay, so later, these are balls deep spoilers. So Weyland-Yutani captures someone, and it's someone from the original Aliens crew, the Colonial Marine crew from the second movie. And then they unmask him, and it's Hicks. Like, how? They were in space.
Yeah.
They flew away.
That's weird.
Yeah. And Fox said this game is canon.
It doesn't make
so with the movie,
sense.
it makes zero sense.
Yeah.
So that shows you how well that game
Especially
came.
when you consider that everybody that was on the Nostradamus or whatever the name of the ship was.
The Nostromo.
Well,
that was the first one. I don't remember the ship in the second one.
Everybody, if you accept number 3, everybody died.
Yeah.
So that couldn't have happened. It doesn't make sense.
Well, that was like I was telling you a while ago. James Cameron actually had an idea for the sequel. He wanted to go back and make a sequel that would basically retcon after Aliens 3, 4, and all those just didn't happen. Mm-hmm. And it looked really interesting. They were going to bring back Hicks, and Weaver was signed on. Mm-hmm. I don't know if the girl who played Newt was going to sign on. I don't know how that would work anyways, because she was a child and she's a full grown up. She's cute still.
Unless they wanted to show her later, like all grown up.
Yeah, something like that. But they had art designs, right? And you can see like Hicks with his scars from being burned by the acid and everything. It looked really good. And then I guess Fox decided just to go the other way and they went with Prometheus. Yeah. So, and I mean, I like Prometheus for what it is, but it's not an Aliens movie.
No, it's not.
It's a good sci-fi movie. I mean, I thought a lot of it was pretty interesting. And I liked Alien Covenant more because it basically brought in the Xenomorphs.
Right. Yeah, I liked that. Yeah, there's several Aliens movies that I think are really good, other than just 1 and 2. But, the ones that are in the direct line, 3 and 4, I'm not interested.
I mean, I even liked Aliens versus Predator. I mean, I thought those were decent.
That was yeah.
It was pure fan service movies, but I liked them. I liked the ending of the first one where like the little chest burster came out and he's got like the little Predator fucking fangs and shit. I thought that was great.
It's one of the things that's like, because they basically merged those universes, but it also leaves open for a future Predator movie among the Aliens universe, because obviously they had surveyed over 300 worlds or whatever, right? So at some point they need to actually run into them.
You'd think,
but
at least I will say this. We'll get into it later because Will You Watch It today is Alien Earth. I figured that would be a pretty good one. I've never seen it, and we'll talk about that. So they're getting on the right track. And then Aliens Romulus was fucking fantastic. It was a real throwback to like Alien. It's like Alien and Aliens mixed together, and then they even throw in a cameo from the very first movie from someone. Mm-hmm. So, did you ever get a chance to watch it yet?
No.
It's on my server,
on my
dude.
list, so,
it's actually a really good movie. It's like a real good throwback to like the Aliens franchise, the way I would say we liked it. Mm-hmm. Anywho, so it is the beginning of the month, so we're going to be moving on to our week weird stories from August 2025.
Nice.
So go ahead and hit the intro.
What the fuck? It's time for weird stories from last month.
Okay, so our first story happened from August 16th. It was just another happy Saturday in the Northeast Elementary School playground in Vermont, Connecticut, until a 40-year-old man who became trapped inside a tube slide. He's like, those slides for kids get stuck, and had to be rescued by the town of Vermont Fire Department. When first responders arrived, the unknown named man was stuck in the middle of the slide. He was provided oxygen, and ventilation was set up to cool the space. After about 30 minutes, which included taking the slide apart, the man was rescued, refused medical care or transportation to the hospital. Yeah, because I would have been embarrassed as fuck.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing.
And that's sad because I could still get through those slides, but like for little kids. But I'm always afraid one of these days I'm going to get stuck when I'm playing with one of my grandchildren or something like that. That's going to be embarrassing.
You get just a little bit too big, and
at that point I'm like just cutting off shit from my beer gut. Mm-hmm. All right, another story. As landscaper Brian Hansen mowed a lawn on St. Petersburg, Florida on August 14th, he was interrupted by a man in full jester costume approaching him with a 12-inch dagger. The smoking gun reported that Hansen positioned his mower between him and the threatening cosplayer, Anthony Mozzala, 51, who lived near close by. Mozzala was allegedly unhappy with the sound of the mower and yelled at Hansen that he cannot be mowing. Police believe that Anthony's get-up may be related to his business, the psychedelic Jester Smoke Shop. Why he was in full costume at home was not explained. He was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. So literally, dude just got into a Jester outfit, grabbed a dagger, and went to go threaten someone because they were mowing their lawn. I don't have that problem in my neighborhood. And my neighbors mow their lawns at weird fucking times.
I just don't get that kind of thing. I mean, it's one day. I mean, if he were out there doing it every day, sure.
Nah, even then, I mean, it's a lawnmower. Who
I
gives a fuck?
I still wouldn't do that. But I mean, I can see being a little upset. It's like, man, every damn day. I don't know why he mows his lawn every day. I mean, who does that, right?
I mean, if they were doing it like at 3 a.m, like everyone's asleep, then I could be understand. But like in the fucking middle of the afternoon or in the morning,
what is wrong with people, man?
I'm a light sleeper, and I can I'll wake up when the lawnmower's going off, and I'm like, oh, and I can go right back to sleep.
Right. Hey, I used to work nights, and I know what it is to try and sleep during the day when neighbors are doing that. But you have a little bit of understanding too. That they're having to live their life, and like you said, they're mowing their lawn once a week, once a month, whatever. It's not going to be that often.
Yeah, I mean, mine only needs to be really mowed like once a month, honestly, with this heat, unless it starts raining.
And the kind of grass you have makes a difference. And rain and all that kind of stuff.
Me personally, I would just fucking cement my whole fucking yard if I could get the city to sign off on it. I don't have any grass. I just turn it into one big car park.
Right.
Moving on. The Wynn Encore Resort in Las Vegas and nightclub DJ Griffin got punked when Justin Bieber impersonator Dylan Doles, 29, showed up the venue. On August 19th, the pseudo Bieber danced and partied, allegedly ranking up $10,000 in a bar tab before his team alerted Griffin that he wanted to perform Sorry, one of his biggest hits. Dark venue and loud music didn't help here. Griffin posted after discovering he had been had. Spokesman for the Wynn Encore said that he had been granted access to the stage after an elaborate and multi-step ruse by him and his advanced team. The resort banned him for life after learning he really wasn't Justin Bieber. They got there, spent up like 10 grand, and then they said, let's see if I can get it even further. Let me get on stage and see if I can sing. And they let him. God damn, people are stupid. Besides, it's fucking Justin Bieber. Who gives a fuck about Justin Bieber?
Couldn't care.
Have you seen the dude? He looks like he's smoking crack.
No, I haven't.
He's aged horribly, dude.
Wow.
It's all that P. Diddy shit. All right. The South China Morning Post reported on August 5th that adults in China are turning to pacifiers to ease their stress, improve sleep, and stop smoking. The adult binkies are larger than the infant models and come in different colors, and shops saying they're selling more than 2,000 each month. It's high quality, soft, and I feel comfortable sucking it, said one buyer. It does not impede my breathing. But a dentist isn't a fan of this new product. By sucking the dummy for more than 3 hours a day, the position of your teeth might change after a year. Yeah, when the fuck did we go back to sucking on pacifiers? I mean, in Japan, it's Japan, so yeah, okay, or China in this case. But pacifiers? I mean, why not a lollipop or something?
Like infantizing of adults.
Well, I mean, I have seen a lot of the fetish porn with diapers and stuff, and like a majority of them are all Asian. So,
I don't even know what to say to that. That's just ridiculous, man.
Well, maybe that's a good business for us to start here,
Yes.
because I think if China does something, we can bring it out here for the United States, and there's enough suckers that literally would suck on them.
Honestly, you could do something like you could set up a website, start selling that nonsense. You don't have to believe in it. It doesn't matter.
No.
It's
like I've always said, I wouldn't mind owning a gay bar or a male strip club, because I'm neither, but fucking A, I would make money, especially down here, because there's none of those things around here.
So since there is none, you would have
I'd corner the market.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're gay. I'm like, nope, but I got rich. I'm rich.
Yep. And the place would be full of women all the time. So you need to have your pick.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Of course, me, male stripper, male stripper. The male stripper still going to win.
Gay guys there too, obviously.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
But,
All right.
I wasn't suggesting that. I was saying,
damn it, I was.
A lot of those women would be guys in drag, and you'd have to be careful about what you take home.
Fabulous. Okay. In Fort Collins, Colorado, residents have reported seeing rabbits with black tentacle-like protrusions on their heads. This is true. I looked it up. It's fucking freaky. Colorado Parks and Wildlife said that the horny growths which I still laugh at, are caused by a virus that is not dangerous to humans or pets, but warn people not to touch them just in case the same. The Frankenstein rabbits are not in pain unless the spines grow into a sensitive area like their eyes. There is no known cure. So these are like little white bunny rabbits that are growing tentacles out of their fucking head. Ugh.
Yeah, I saw a picture of that. Yeah, it's the hell.
Yeah. And it's the last of us, sir. Sir, it went from like those cordyceps to the ants. Now it's to the rabbits, and next will be the dogs and the cats, and then eventually us smallpox.
And they said it's a virus, but I've never heard of it before recently. I saw something on it recently. Has it been around a long time? Is it something that just came up? Where did it come from?
No one knows.
I don't know.
I don't either.
So was somebody cooking this up in their garage? And it's like, hey,
you know what? To make my bunny look cooler, tentacles.
Yeah, they remember they were experimenting on rabbits and they let them into the wild, and I don't know. I mean, so unless they can answer those questions, I can make up any story I want. I'm gonna say somebody.
I'm saying someone from Japan made these people because they love their tentacles over there. All right, 3 Dutch postal volunteers, and this is actually a good story, or elves you might call them, left St. Nicholas, Germany on August 9th and started cycling towards Santa's village in Finland. The Associated Press reports that the trio, carrying more than 30,000 letters and Christmas wish lists that have been delivered to the German village, are expected to arrive in roughly 2 weeks. This tradition has dated back since 1967. So bunch of Germans from St. Nicholas, the namesake for Santa Claus, basically all these letters that Santas get, they basically cycled them on bicycles over to Finland. Because like I say, they have like a little like Santa's workshop or some big event over there. So I just thought it was cool. Yeah. I was like, that's pretty neat.
That's kind of neat, yeah. I think
little gay, but still, I was sorry. There's something in the water at Loch Ness in Scotland, but it's not the famed monster. The Daily Record reported on August 13th, get this, that Domino's Pizza has launched a delivery submarine that can speed up to 45 miles an hour and leap 5 meters out of the water. Pizza delivery innovation spokesperson Izzy Gardner said the company is always looking for new and unexpected ways to deliver our pizzas to our customers. Loch Ness seemed to be a perfect place to test the waters.
So I guess you could go to people's homes that are beachside and you can just...
That's exactly the point, yeah.
Nice idea. If your restaurant's on the beach, then it's perfect.
Yeah, and it's inventive because people are just like, something shopping in the water, is it Loch Ness? No, it's just Domino's. Oh, God. That was a pretty cool story. I mean, Domino's is pretty inventive. I will give them that. They've came out with some, like they have, they do drones for the pizza deliveries in some cities. They have automated smart cars that deliver pizzas. You just walk out to the car, the door opens, and it slides your pizza out to you. And they're trying new shit, and that's a good way of running a business. Trying new stuff. Maybe if you throw enough stuff to the wall, something's going to hit. Submarine in Loch Ness, not saying that was a good one. Inventive and funny.
It's kind of cool. But
it's cool. Yeah. I like it, but yeah.
Not sure what the benefit is.
Yeah, no shit. All right, last one. This is the last story we're going to talk about. Farmers near Yellowstone National Park struggling with wolf attacks after their livestock, but they're prohibited from harming the animals and have turned to technology and Hollywood for help in keeping the predators away. Yahoo News reported on August 4th that a quadcopter drone equipped with speakers blaring AC/DC songs and audio from Scarlett Johansson's movie of an ongoing fight scene. I'm guessing maybe fucking some of the Avengers or something? I don't know. Have been dispatched and they've been flying over the area. Per the USDA, people arguing is a discerning sound for wolves. And so the fight scene between Johansson and Adam Driver, in the 2019 movie Marriage Story is a perfect deterrent. The music and the film clips seem to be working. Since their deployment, the number of cows killed by wolves in southern Oregon has fallen from 11 over a 20-day period to 2 over the last 85 days. So
eventually, though, they'll get accustomed to it. They'll realize there's no threat, and they'll do it anyway.
Well, then they switch to movies. I mean, when they switched the movie and then they switched the song. Instead of AC/DC, they rolled some Metallica, maybe some Ozzy later, maybe some Megadeth, something like that. So those are your weird stories for the month of August. Nothing too horrible, but pretty interesting, pretty entertaining,
pretty fun.
Okay, so as we talked about, our next segment is going to be Will You Watch It? So go ahead and hit the intro for us.
Will you watch it? I'd watch it. I'd watch it hard.
Okay, so for this week's Will You Watch It is Alien Earth. When a mysterious space vessel crash lands on Earth, a young woman and ragtag group of tactical soldiers make a fateful discovery that puts them face to face with the planet's greatest threat. I was saying right off the bat, I love the first episode so much. I binge watched every one of them that's out, which is 5. So I love this story. It's great. But once again, it's Weyland-Yutani. But at least it's Weyland-Yutani. They're the cause by a lot of this, but they're fighting a different company called the Prodigy. So, what did you think of the show?
Aesthetically, beautiful. They really nailed the feel.
Yeah.
Of the original Alien and Aliens. Totally love it. I'm on the fence on the storyline.
Did you only watch the one?
I only watched the one and part of the second.
I'll also give you spoiler when you get to episode 5, which is the last one that was released. It's a backstory of how that ship crashed and everything else. So they fill in all that backstory.
Okay.
So it makes more sense. I was the same way. I was like, okay, why is he there? What happened to everyone dying and blah, blah, blah.
There's some other concerns about it. It's Earth, not some backwater colony that people forgot about.
Yeah.
Okay. The year is 2120, 2 years before the original Alien. And then, of course, 50 some years before Aliens. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that they'll be able to explain this later on. But how on earth could you have aliens on Earth in 2120 and then it could be completely forgotten about 50 some years later when they find Ripley? So it's a prequel. So I'm not seeing how they're going to be able to explain how nobody knew about the aliens 50 years later.
Well,
so
Burke kind of knew in the Aliens movie, but I don't know if he already knew or if he knew just because he took a chance that Ripley was right.
Right, exactly, because he says that he didn't know.
Yeah. In
the movie, he says he didn't know. He was taking a risk because if it was true, then he wanted to have exclusive rights.
Yeah.
So, I'm a little worried that because it's set when it's set. If it was set later, I wouldn't have thought about that. If it was after Aliens, I wouldn't even consider that as an issue.
Yeah.
But making it a prequel on Earth, I'm like, wait a minute, this is weird. It's not like the one where they had, and I don't remember which one it was. It was the Aliens versus Predator, where it was a small town. And
Requiem.
Yeah, Requiem. I actually really like that, but they explain that enough. One, it's 100 and some years in the past, but they explain it enough that the town was nuked.
Yeah.
Right. And of course, the government would not want to admit that they nuked their own town.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So they would probably bury it under a bunch of lies, like,
there was a reactor that melted down.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
or the terrorist or whatever.
Yeah.
Of course, you'd probably have to kill the pilot that did it because he would know that he nuked an American town.
Yeah.
So.
All right, he's just disgruntled. He's like, finally I get to destroy some Americans.
Right.
That's what you get for mowing your lawn so late in the day.
What's funny is it would actually be easier for the government to just come out and say, yes, there was an alien ship that crash landed there and it was infesting the entire town and took over. If we didn't nuke it, we would have suffered massive losses around the country.
And a lot of times, like when those tragedies happen, I mean, that's what people are going to think anyways.
Right.
And the cover-up story always sounds like fucking bullshit.
Seriously.
So it's like, just be honest with them. They'll think. Right. If you're honest with them, I guarantee they'll think you're lying.
Right.
So if you tell them, hey, it was aliens,
Seriously.
we destroyed them all, and yeah, it's all good, even though it's the true people are like, bullshit. It was something else.
It's like every time an entire special forces team dies in a helicopter crash, I don't believe it was a helicopter crash. No, they were sent on a mission. It's classified. They won't tell us what happened. So it's a helicopter crash.
Yeah, it's a helicopter crash.
Not that that's impossible, but it happens so often.
Yeah.
That, it's But anyway, that is my one concern because I actually really like the feel. I like so far the characters that I've seen. I'm enjoying the show. But I'm just like, wait a minute. I looked at the date. I looked it up, but this is a prequel, 2120. That doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna wait and see how they explain this. And apparently, I'm not the only one that have had this question. I looked it up online. Apparently, a lot of people have asked this. It's like, wait a minute, how did they not know about this? So
I mean, it's not perfect, but it's a damn good show. I
seriously,
like it so far.
I do like it.
Yeah.
I really do. I don't want to watch. I want to keep watching it, but I'm going to have that question until they answer it.
Yeah, I'm not. I have my own nitpicky shit with it, like too. Like me personally, the alien what they have in the show. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I don't like the design of it. He looks faker than like Aliens and Alien. I just don't like the design. I mean, even the one from Covenant looked better than that. This one is just something. It's the same design. It's just for some reason, just the way they got his face and everything done, it didn't hit with me. I was like, it looks kind of bad. So
are they using CGI or animatronics?
I think they have to be using CGI because I mean, if they used practical effects, it would look a lot better personally. And that's what a lot of those movies did. There was no CGI. It was all dudes in the suits.
Yeah, I mean, it was good with angles and lighting, and that's how you make it look so real.
So that was only my nitpicky thing with it. Other than that, the show's interesting. But I'll be honest, I did not know it was a prequel, so now I got more questions. Especially with like the kids, that if they could transfer their consciousness into robots, why was this never discussed ever in the entire franchise?
Right. I mean, and I could see it being if it were something like it was an experiment.
It is. It's top secret. Yeah, it's top secret, and like Prodigy has not released it. They're planning to release it before the ship crashed and everything like that, but. If they end like the series with him like no one finding out, okay, that explains that. But if it becomes like worldwide knowledge about it, I'm like, why? Right. What?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the problem with basically retconning. Whatever.
Yeah, it's retconning.
Yeah, but history going in prequels on shows. I've thought about that even with books. It's like if I do that, if I make a comment that the other characters should have known, people would notice that.
Yeah,
they're like, wait a minute, these other characters should have known in this other time. So. It bothers the viewer because you think about those things.
Yeah, only if you got like common sense and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I mean, so hopefully, I hope it's successful.
I do.
I loved the original Alien and Aliens. And they have that same feel.
Yeah,
they're really nailing that really well. I'm not sure what I think about the whole transferring conscious thing to the androids. I kind of like the androids the way they were, the sense. The synthetics. But,
well, I mean, they're the same thing basically, except they're just now they have a conscience.
Yeah, which starts blurring the line between life and artificial.
I'm cool with it. Throw me in a robot body. I'm good. I'm good. What? I don't have to eat or sleep anymore. Fucking A.
Right. Yeah, but you can never feel sex again.
I'm sure I can install like a mod chip or something. They do that in video games. I can mod my fucking thing. It's like I could get like one of those hydraulic presses and just insert that thing in there. I'm good.
Yeah, no, I like it. So I will give it a yes. I will continue to watch it. And
I think it's the first one we've ever done that's no one has seen, and we said we're gonna watch it.
Yeah, we'll have to come back and visit it later and see what we've what our results were later.
Yep, I agree. All right, so good show overall. So, well, with that's the end of our show, minus the game, which we're going to go on to.
Oh, wow, there's still a game even though it's just me.
Yeah, there's still a game even though it's just you, but this should be pretty cool. It's multiple choice. All right, so go ahead and hit the intro so we can get this clusterfuck of James winning right out of the way.
It's time to play the game. It's time for this or that.
Okay, so we're going to be playing a game of Porn Star or Not. I'm going to show you two pictures, and you got to tell me the person on the left or the person on the right is either a porn star or a celebrity. There is one porn star, there is one celebrity, and these are actually their lookalikes. So this is going to be a little challenging. Yep. So who do you think is what?
I don't really recognize either one of them. I'll say the one on the right, the one with the straight hair, is the porn star.
That would be 100% correct. That is Tori Black. She's known for such movies as Don't Tell My Wife I'm Banging My Secretary, Private Extreme 44, Put Your Big Black Cock in My Ass, and Pop Porn, the guide of making fuck.
Okay. And what's funny is I do recognize the name. I've seen
yeah, of course.
She's kind of
she's a staple.
generic look.
Alrighty, next one. Who is the porn star?
I'll say the one on the left.
That would also be correct. That is Ellie Idol. She is known for Stuffin' Young Muffins 8, Pop Goes the Weasel, and Filthy's First Taste 2.
Alrighty. I basically just went to the one that I didn't recognize. That one actually kind of.
Alrighty, next one.
Well, they both, yeah. I'll go with the one on the right, one in the bathtub.
All right, that would be correct. The other one's Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She looked like Scarlett Johansson.
The porn star is Amanda Exart. She's known for Nachos Fucking Carnival, Gonzo Style, and Stable Whores, like horse stables.
Alrighty then. I mean, she looks good. But,
yeah.
You know,
she's in the cosplay, I guess. Whatever. All right, next one.
Okay, I'm going to say the one on the left.
You're 100% correct on that one.
Wow.
That is Little Caprice. She's known for the art of anal sex 13, First Lesbian Summer, and Hot, Shaved, and Horny. All right, next one.
Okay, that's a tough one because neither one of them am I sure that I recognize as an actress. I'm going to say the one on the right.
You're all correct again, sir. Damn, you watch a lot of porn. That is Charlotte Stokely. She is known for Confessions of a Sinful Nun, Lesbian Ghost Stories 6, and Blouse, Skirts, Ropes, and Gags.
Wow.
I'm guessing bondage. All right, next one.
Well, you can tell me if I'm right, but I'm pretty sure the one on the left is Avril Lavigne or something like that.
You are correct.
So I'll say the one on the right.
That would be also correct. That is Liz Vicious, and she did a lot of indie shit, but the only movie she ever did was Succubus XXX, which makes me kind of sad that I named my daughter's movie Enter the Succubus. But whatever. All right, last one.
Okay, yeah, they actually do kind of resemble each other, but I will say the one on the left.
Yep, that would be correct. That is Missy Stone. She's known for Young and Anal 37, Girl Vana 5, and Monster Dicks and White Little Chicks.
Yep.
So,
I mean, I do actually recognize the actress.
Because you watch Buffy, so I mean.
Yeah, I've seen it, so I thought it looked like her.
Yeah, that's Michelle. She got a weird ass, fucking long ass name.
Yeah.
But she actually just passed away just recently.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's sad.
Complications with surgery. She was only 37.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's fucking sucks.
I didn't know that. Of course, I don't really pay much attention to.
Well, I only follow shit that I like. I know they're rebooting the Buffy series. Well, not rebooting it; they're continuing it. So Michelle Gellar's already coming back for it. A few other things. So I was looking who's coming back, and she wasn't because she died. So oh fuck.
Yeah, wow, that's sad.
Yeah, she was a good actress. I mean, I only remember her from Buffy and Euro Trip.
Yeah.
But she was funny in both, so.
Yeah, she had talent. All right, well, that was a fun game. It was relatively easy. Most of those, or several of them, I can recognize the actress, even if I didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
You know, seen them in shows or whatever, but
I did
not 100%. Some of it was kind of a guess. It was like, it could be.
You got 100% right, sir. So congratulations, you won all by yourself, sir. Congratulations, and you get the champion point again.
I do. Woo-hoo! I'm the champion. I won.
God damn it!
Competing against no one.
We need to get more guests on the show, but unfortunately, we have a rice guy that's waiting to get his rice hat, so he won't come on until he gets that. Well, another guy who he can't fit through the door, and another guy is. I don't know. I think some Velcro got stuck in the wall, so his head's stuck to it. I don't know. And then Ram. He's out with a little party with a little boy. His son.
Don't get into that idea.
Final thoughts, James.
Well, let's see here. I didn't work on that real hard today, but I got a little bit from Acid Blood, Aliens, to Carbon Footprint Crusaders. This week's theme is survival. And in 2025, survival means common sense. Use it while we still have it.
I agree. Common sense, which is something I've always said, it's extremely lacking. Actually, I saw a couple of signs. Hold on. Before we end the show, there's something I wanted to show you. No. Is that it? Oh yeah, there we go. And it actually relates to the movie that we were talking about. And this is real. This happened last week.
Photograph of the alien from the movie Alien. This is what you could end up looking like if you eat some of the raw, frozen shrimp being sent to the United States by other countries. Now, let me tell you what I'm talking about.
I'm not going to sit here and watch the whole thing, but that's fucked up. Who goes into Congress with a fucking picture of the alien? Not even the full-grown alien, just like the baby alien. I saw that and I was like, This is too perfect since we were talking about the Alien franchise this week.
Yes, that is perfect. That's perfect. I don't know what that is in context and what he's talking about exactly.
It's a bunch of shrimp that we been bringing over from overseas, and they found a lot of it contaminated. It can actually kill you.
Okay.
So that's what they're trying to block a lot of that crap, which I'm actually in agreement with, because we got a lot of shrimping here just in the Gulf alone, in the Gulf of America. We get a lot of our shrimping out there, and I don't really think we need to import. Mm-hmm. Besides, I don't really eat shrimp a lot anyway, so I really don't give a fuck. Every once in a while, I'm in the mood for shrimp, but it's few and far between.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think we'll leave it off at that note. My final thought is Congress is fucking weird. I mean, if they're going to be doing pictures next, I don't know what the hell else. I got some suggestions, but it won't be anime. Just saying that. Other than that, I hope everyone has a wonderful week. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Just the two of us. Okay, we're not doing that. So for James and myself, and for the missing Ram, I just want to say, oh, fuck off.